African girl got the spice, she got it. Caribbeans, Jamaicans, I got a message. She can be my brown skin queen. Oh, brown skin girl, skin just like pie.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, welcome. I'm Jerica and this is Just Jer. So before we get started, as always, y'all go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I'll be sure to put it somewhere. Make sure y'all go follow me, because you gotta stay up to date with everything that's going on. So okay, y'all, so it is currently August. We're actually almost halfway through August, but that's not the point. So we are here to do a mid-year reset of 2022, of course, okay? So I know a lot of people at the beginning of the year like to make vision boards, write down goals and things like that they want to accomplish by the end of the year, which I am totally all for that. I definitely did something like that myself. I created a vision board back in January. I'm trying to see if it was January or December. I'm pretty sure it was January. And I wrote out, and I also took time to write out yearly goals that I wanted. And y'all, it can be a little bit frustrating because you'll feel like you're putting in so much time and effort and work into something, and sometimes you just feel like you don't get any return from it. But it's crazy because other parts of your life are just like, oh my gosh, they're just blowing up. Other parts of your life are just doing so great, and other parts are just feel like they're playing catch up. But it is okay, y'all. We're only about halfway through, so there is still time. If you feel like you're one of those people who've been slacking, there's still time. There's time to get yourself together. So don't let that discourage you that we are in August, because we got a couple months to go before we are in 2023. Just crazy to say, but yeah, 2023. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and hop into a few goals. We're actually gonna break it down just for the month of August. So I'm gonna share with y'all a few goals that I have for the month of August to kind of see where we are and kind of begin to mentally have a reset to make sure we are on the right track to accomplish yearly goals, of course. Okay. All right, guys, so I have my handy dandy iPad, because you know, iPads make you look like you got your life together. So I have here a little checklist, kind of hard to see with the glare, but I have a little checklist of things that I want to be able to accomplish by the end of August. I think it's really good to have yearly goals that can stretch out, you know, for the entire year, that might take more time to obtain. But I think it's also good to have monthly things that you do monthly. If not monthly, maybe, you know, quarterly, every couple months, every 3 to 4 months, something like that. I think that's really good to make sure you're just still in the right mindset to get to the bigger and better goals. All right, so with that being said, our first, I think there's 6. So our first goal for August was to be, or it still is, consistent across all platforms. Okay, y'all, so as a content creator myself, I post. Actually, it doesn't seem like a lot, but when I kind of think of it in the grand scheme of things, it is a lot. Like, I try to be consistent posting on YouTube every week. My personal Instagram, Just Jer, at least 4 times a week. Two of those days are photos, 2 of those days are reels. Then we have Just Your Studio, my business page, has to post, I think I post 3 times a week. Yeah, 3 times a week. And then TikTok is 1 time a week, maybe 2 if something sporadic happens. And then I think that's really it. I think those are like my main. I really try to do Pinterest, y'all, but it just takes so long. It's not very like convenient for me to post on Pinterest, but I do have a few of my drawings on my Pinterest account. I really might, maybe that's something I'll make a goal for next month. We'll try to see if we can handle bringing Pinterest into the bunch. So with that being said, I do think overall so far, with it being August, what's today's date? Today's August 19th. I think so far I have been pretty consistent staying to my posting schedules, which I think is super important for the long-term goal of growing my social media accounts. You can't grow without consistency. So yeah, August was a time, well, every month really, but I wrote down for a goal for August was to make sure I was consistent with my content. So yeah, so far so good. Add on to that, another goal is to balance my work life, you know, like your normal 9 to 5, and then my content creation, which is like what I do on the side. I cannot say I've been doing a very good job with this. I feel like the last couple weeks, not really necessarily this week, but I've had some weeks, like going from July into August was very chaotic because a lot of things. I didn't have time really to kind of shift into the content for August. My work schedule changed and it was just a lot going on, but we're getting a hold of things for sure. So I do want to work on a better work-life balance, if I must say, because I do think that's important. Like, I know I have to go to work, that's a given, but like I also want to do things that makes me feel fulfilled. Yeah, like the passions, the hobbies, the things that I genuinely enjoy. The things that I genuinely enjoy doing is content. So I can sit in front of this camera all day and talk to y'all. Taking pictures, I love doing that. Editing, I love doing that. Posting, being engaged on my social media, all that I'm all about that for my content creation. And so it's actually like, I don't know, it's like, it's important to me, but I also feel like it's good for me. So hopefully that makes sense. But we definitely need to work on that better. I think I was at a point where I was starting to get a little bit burnt out. I was still pushing the content. So, but I just don't want to feel, you know, like I don't want to have to dread anything. I want to actually enjoy every little thing that I'm doing. So we're working on that one. Okay, another goal that we have for August is to, this is gonna be funny. If you know me, if you know me personally, you know why this one is freaking hilarious. Okay, to try a bigger variety of food. Oh, y'all, because I am such a picky eater. I literally have like a palette of 3 things that I eat. Like chicken, broccoli, maybe a potato, like I don't eat a really big variety of food. And it really bothers me because I'm like, oh my gosh, I really wish I could eat some salmon. Like, I really do wish that I could eat stuff like that. But I think, it's like a texture thing for me. Why is it slimy? But I definitely want to start with vegetables maybe. And then maybe try to transition into different kinds of meat. I don't know, I can't, oh my gosh. It stresses me out. But I just want, like, I'm trying to live a healthier lifestyle. Like, I do the workouts. I am very consistent working out. I didn't even have to write that on there because y'all, if I'm gonna do anything, I'm gonna go work out 5 times a week, period. So that part's fine. But I know, like, to feel and look your best, like 90% of that comes from what you eat, you know? And if I just don't want to feel like I'm limiting myself, but it's not my fault that it's nasty, you know? I don't know. I gotta work on it. I think the next one vegetable that I've been wanting to try lately is cauliflower. But I'm trying to convince myself that it's like broccoli, because I like broccoli now. But I'm like, cauliflower looks like broccoli, so it's like broccoli, right? I don't know. I just want to be able to eat more vegetables. I mean, I don't want to necessarily feel like I have to get my protein. Y'all, this is the explanation no one asked for. I don't want to feel like I have to get the majority of my protein from meats, because I don't know, like, I want to be able to lean more towards fresh fruits and vegetables for my gains, you know? Like, I don't want to have to always rely on meat. Because really, the food they be putting in the grocery store, they really be out here trying to kill us. So like, I'm trying to be more cautious about it, you know, take more time in the grocery store to actually look for foods that are not going to kill me, you know? That was a lot, y'all. If you're trying to start a healthier lifestyle, it's hard. For one, food is so expensive. They want you to pay $12 for an apple, and I'm just like, okay, anyways. Moving on. Okay, so next on our August goals, we have feeding my mental. Honestly, I feel like I didn't write anything specific for this, because this could be a plethora of things. Because the first thing I think of obviously is like reading books. I am trying to be better about reading. I honestly hate reading. It puts me to sleep. Like, I'd be bored. But maybe I'm just not reading the right stuff. But I've actually started, I'm actually gonna get into this in another video, but let me show you. I've actually started reading, this isn't the only book, I have another book, but just for example, this is a money hacks book. Like, that's simple. It's not like chapters, it's not, you know, and I care about how, because I plan to make a lot of money someday, so I need to know ways that I can handle that money correctly to make sure I keep that money, you know what I'm saying? So feed your mental. I think it's super important. But aside from that, I feel like, you know, listening to the right things, you know, that also goes into your mentals. Listening to podcasts and YouTube videos and things like that that are just enhancing who you are as a person, you know? It's like when you're physically strong, but you also want to be mentally strong, if that makes sense. You want to have a good mindset for things that you want to accomplish in life in order to accomplish those things, you know? So definitely feed your mental. I definitely think I'm on a good track for that because I've been into 2 books lately. So go me, pat on the back. All right, moving on. Saving money. Child, I don't think y'all understand how hard this is. It's like easy when I like get paid and I just go ahead and transfer whatever amount to my savings account. But it's like, but I shouldn't just be, you know, blowing through the rest. My bank account should look like it has some substance. My savings should look like it has some substance, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm not good, but I'm not bad at this as well. I'm low-key kind of cheap. So like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry, but like will starve because I just refuse to spend $5 on like a fast food meal. Not that I need the fast food, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it could be something so simple, or like a bag of chips. I'm like, I'm going home, I don't need the bag of chips. I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of cheap. No, it's not kind of. But that's kind of good because then that makes me save money. But then again, I'll go through like spurts from like, I deserve this. I can just treat myself. Like, Mama, you want something? Jamie, you need, princess, you need something? I'll be just like that. And I'll be like, well, it's not for me. So really, I'm doing a good deed. And it's just so nice of me. Like, literally how I be. It's like it's easy for me to save money on myself. But it is not easy to save money when I'm like, I feel like I'm giving an act of kindness, you know? Because then that makes it okay, right? Okay. And lastly, on our reset list for August, we have better self-care. So I feel like this could also mean a lot of different things depending on who you are. Like, self-care for some people might be like going to get a facial or going to get like a back massage or, you know, something of the sort. I feel like for me, when I mention self-care, it's like the things I can see about myself. Like having my nails aren't done right now, but having my nails done, you know, making sure my hair is always like cute. Like, it makes me feel presentable. That's self-care for me, you know? Like making sure I actually do my skincare so that my skin can look, it actually looks good right now, y'all, but it's never gonna be perfect, but you know, as good as it can be. Drinking my water, make sure I'm not drinking, I mean, this never really happens, but it's like sodas, or like, I don't really drink alcohol either, so I really don't have a hard time with drinking water. So yeah, but I know for some people it could mean a lot of different things, but for me, it's definitely the physical. Like, I've started to do my edges more because I like how it makes my hair look more put together. So stuff like that. Like, I don't just walk around with them frizzy as much anymore. Saving money, going back to saving money, that's hard. Because like, I could get my nails done every 2 weeks if I really wanted to, but do I want to save that money? Like, I try to only get them done if there's like something coming up, or I don't know, like, I don't really go anywhere like that, so I don't really always need my nails done. But I hate painting them. Like, I'd rather go get them done than paint them nowadays, because for one, that takes too long, and two, it'd be coming off like the next day. So I definitely rather go get them done. Okay guys, so that is my top 6 mid-year reset for August. I just walked y'all through some of the things that I'm doing in August to make sure that I am on track for my yearly goals. Let me look at my yearly ones. Let me just give y'all an example. Where my vision board is, everything's literally on my iPad. Y'all, like I made my vision board on Canva and I just stuck it on my iPad. Okay, so like for example, I had a yearly goal of 10K on Instagram. That could have meant my personal Instagram or my business one, didn't really care. And I surpassed this goal. I actually ended up getting 10K like 3 or 4 months into the year. So now we're at about, let's look, now I'm curious. For Just Your Studio, the goal was 10K by the end of 22. Why do I keep saying that? By the end of 2022, and we are at 33.6K. It's right here. I will definitely put it on the screen so y'all can see. As of August 19th, 2022, Just Your Studio is at 33.6K followers. And I feel like, you know, that was a great goal. I actually, you know, got to check that off, so that's good. But again, keeping in mind of those monthly goals, like being consistent, I definitely think that helps, you know. Aside, I mean, that obviously ties in with other things in becoming successful on social media, but so far it's only worked on one of my accounts, so maybe I just got lucky. I don't know, but that's just a good example. Princess, come here. She always barking when I turn the camera on. Okay, so that is just a good example of moving in the right direction. I definitely think that you should take some time to look. Yeah, because we are halfway through the year. Please look at your vision board. Look at your goals that you wrote down at the beginning of 22. At the beginning of 2022 to kind of see where you are, see if you need to adjust, you know, make some things more realistic maybe, now that you kind of see your circumstances and things like that. But I definitely think you should still shoot for the stars, honestly. So, you know, by all means, do it, achieve it. We're not there yet, so you still have time. Why does she look like that? What are you doing? Okay, so yeah guys, that is all that I have for you for this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know how your goals are going. You can definitely comment below, or if you want it to be more personal, you can DM me and we can definitely talk about it. I can help keep you accountable if you need me to. I got you. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Tell them bye, sleepyhead.
Let me say, brown skin girl, don't you know you're beautiful? Yeah, melanin, just so instructable.